Hari Om. This evening, I am very delighted to welcome all of you to this, the first night of 3 nights of Bhagavad Gita Yajna, chapter 10. We're very honored this evening to have with us our Guru and spiritual guide, the head of Chinmaya Mission, Trinidad and Tobago, and the principal of Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Puja Swami Prakashananda ji. Very special welcome to all our brahmacharis and brahmacharinis, and all those students who have joined in this 3rd residential Vedanta course here at Chinmaya Mission, Trinidad and Tobago. I want to say a special welcome to all members of staff, past and present. Special welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Ramkalawan, members of their family. Very special welcome to all the students who are here present this evening, together with their parents. To all members of the Chinmaya family who are here with us this evening. Very special welcome to all of you. And this program is broadcast live on Akashvani 106.5 FM. Very special welcome to all those who comprise the listening audience. Indeed, we're very appreciative of your presence here this night. We'd like to commence with the lighting of the inaugural lamp. And at this time, I'd like to invite Mr. and Mrs. Ramkalawan to do the honors of lighting this inaugural lamp. Mr. Ramkalawan, Mrs. Ramkalawan.
अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं तिमिरापहम्। हरि ओम्।
Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Ramkalawan. Right. We have our preschoolers here to join us in tonight's yajna. They will join in reciting the opening mantras, and this will be followed by a very short kirtan. So I hand you over to them now.
Surya Koti Samababa Nirvignam Kudeva Sarvakareshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastoyam Vadade Kamarupani Veya Janakaryani Nidatam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadguru Brahma Vikvadam Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Gurudevo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tatsavitarayam Bhargo Devasya Dhimani Dhiyo Yo Namah Prachodayam Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Hari Om Puja Guru Govinda Guru Medipada Brahma Guru Bhagavanta Guru Medi Puja Guru Govinda Guru Medipada Brahma Guru Bhagavanta Guru Medi Puja Guru Govinda Guru Medipala Brahma Guru Bhagavanta Puja Guru Govinda Guru Medipala Brahma Guru Bhagavanta Hari Om.
Come, let us put our hands together. Right, so these are our little babies with their presentation of the opening mantras to commence this 2017 Chinmaya Vidyalaya Chinmaya Mission Yagya. Every year around this time, when we celebrate Gurudev Jayanti, we would have had this Yagya. This tradition will continue until Bhagwan knows when. Right, and as they make their way off stage, I want to invite a very special young lady who will share some insights into the life of one of the greatest organizers, a great visionary, an eloquent authority on Hindu Shastras, a very compassionate world teacher, and much more. Now we listen attentively as one of our grade 10 students, in the person of Tamara Dipchan, presents a glimpse into the purposeful existence of our beloved Gurudev, Puja Swami Chinmayananda ji. Tamara?
The greatest master of the 20th century, Swami Chinmayananda ji. Hari Om. Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda ji was not only the sage of modern times, not only a guru, but also a great visionary whose work touched India as well as the whole world. From time to time, the world witnesses the birth of an extraordinary human being who comes for the purpose of relieving humankind of suffering. Indeed, we are all blessed to have had the great fortune of being under the direct guidance of Puja Swami Chinmayananda ji, a great jnani, who carved for us the ideal model of karma yoga sweetened with unconditional bhakti. Born on 8th of May 1916 in Kerala, India, Balakrishnan Menon acquired degrees in law and English literature before plunging into the freedom movement of India. His nationalist activities led to his imprisonment, and after he was released, he worked for a leading Indian newspaper, the National Herald. While working there, Balakrishnan decided to write an exposé on what he believed to be the bluff of the Swamis in the Himalayan regions. he traveled to Ananda Kutir, the ashram of Swami Shivananda in Rishikesh. His journey to expose others resulted in exposing himself to his own spiritual revolution. Swami Shivananda's divinity, love, and Vedanta teachings overwhelmed the young Balakrishnan, resulting in a remarkable transformation which manifested within him. He began reflecting upon the purpose of life and the secret to permanent happiness. Soon enough, he became a renunciate. On 25th of February 1949, Balakrishnan was initiated into sannyasa by Swami Shivananda, who blessed him with the name Chinmaya, which means the bliss of pure consciousness. Swami Shivananda then guided Chinmayananda to the most renowned Vedanta master of the time, our Param Guru, Swami Tapovanji, who resided in Uttarkashi. As Swami Tapovanji's disciple, the young Swami Chinmayananda led an austere life and underwent an intense study of Vedantic literature. Upon completion of his period on sadhana, Swami Chinmayananda sought his Guru's blessings to spread Vedantic knowledge that had brought fulfillment to his own life to the masses. He conducted his first Jnana Yajna in December 1951 at a small temple in Pune that lasted 100 days. Gurudev was convinced that he should take the wisdom in the Himalayan plains to foreign countries when he indicated, and I quote, "Purely in a gush of love, I am coming to the West for the joy of communication with similar hearts seeking peace and fulfillment in life." Sunday, 9th of May 1965 was extremely significant for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. On that fateful day, hundreds gathered at the Piaco International Airport to welcome the arrival of the realized master and leading exponent of the Hindu Shastras, Gurudev, Swami Chinmayananda ji. Gurudev's teachings were based on the authority of the Vedas and his direct experience. The discourses he gave from platforms throughout India and around the globe were dynamic, logical, and witty. Hundreds of thousands came to listen and learn. By the time he left his mortal coil in 1993, he would have touched and transformed the lives of millions of sadhakas across the globe. Pujya Guruji, Swami Tejomayananda ji wrote, "We are deeply indebted to Swami Chinmayananda. There is absolutely no doubt that he was a great rishi of modern times and an extraordinary visionary." Swami Chinmayananda ji added renewed vigor to this tradition by setting up Sandhipani sadhanalayas in Mumbai, Siddhabari, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and Kerala, where brahmacharis and brahmacharinis are given training. Young, educated people between the ages of 18 to 30 are invited to these institutions and trained free of cost. He wanted them to learn the scriptures so that they would be able to live more complete and fulfilling lives. In the Sandipanis, Gurudev ensured that all the needs of his disciples were met. His one desire was that the students who came to study Vedanta should do so without any other concerns. Can't you find a more compassionate Guru? Our beloved Gurudev took it on himself to feed, clothe, house, and nourish all those who showed an interest in Vedanta. Notwithstanding all this, the students, on completion of their studies, were under no obligation to work for the Chinmaya mission. Even after giving so much, he had no expectations of any kind from anyone. In his scheme of things, there was no question of a bond being signed. He had no expectations whatsoever from his students. His only aim was to give them this knowledge so that they could be free. To work or not to work for the mission was the choice of the student. It is difficult to find such a large-hearted rishi. Even in the olden times, there are stories of sages who are happy and content merely by their students gaining knowledge and wisdom. They had no further desires. What a grand educational tradition it was. Swami Chinmayananda's life was one such example. On making a comparison, one would be convinced that he was a tattva drashta, seer of the reality, with just one great thirst, that this supreme knowledge should reach as many people as possible. Our principal and Acharya of Chinmaya Mission Trinidad, Swami Prakashananda ji, had the great fortune of studying under the greatest teacher of the 20th century, Swami Chinmaya ji. Indeed, we are all blessed to sit at Swamiji's feet and imbibe the wisdom of our sacred texts presented with eloquence, clarity, and width. Thank you and Hari Om.
I like how she pronounced Gurudev's name.
Thank you very much, Tamara, for such eloquence. This was a wonderful presentation. In our midst this evening is very dynamic and hard-working, silent worker of Chinmaya Mission, one of the most generous individuals we would have encountered in this life, in the person of our president. He has been president since the inception in 1997. And as I say that, this year we celebrate 20 years. On October the 2nd, I am sure Swamiji has a grand program planned as we join in the 20th year of the existence of Chinmaya Mission, Trinidad and Tobago. I want to invite to the stage President of Chinmaya Mission, Mr. Ruplal Rambihari, and at the same time I want to ask one of our grade 7 students, Asharya Devinarayan, to come and garland Mr. Bihari. Come here, Mr. Thank you very much, Asharya. And now I'd hand you over to Mr. Bihari. Bihariji.
Hari Om. This evening you are so special that you deserve a second rounds of welcome. Indeed, you are special. Swamiji and principal of the Chinmaya Vidyalaya, school administrator Jai Karanji, teachers, students and parents of Chinmaya Vidyalaya, brahmachari, brahmacharinis, aspiring brahmacharis as well, and student of the Vedanta class, friends and family of the Chinmaya Mission. On behalf of the directors and executive members of Chinmaya Mission, warm greetings and welcome to the school yagna. This is the 14th year of the school. And I see with us here the pioneers of the school in the Mr. and Mrs. Ramkalawan. I know it was their brainchild. So we are happy to celebrate the 14th year of the school, as well as the 20th year of the Chinmaya Mission. And for this, all of you here deserve a round of applause. And why it's so? Because if it were not for you as students, parents, students of the past and parents as well, the support that the mission has gained, and especially Chinmaya Vidyalaya, we would not have been here today. And many of you don't know the humble beginning of the Chinmaya Vidyalaya. When it started, there were less than 10 children in the class. and we had to beg children to come to the Chinmaya Vidyalaya. And also, people, well-wishers, gave scholarship to certain students to attend the school. And so, the Chinmaya Vidyalaya began to grow. And it is at this point we have reached where the school can stand on its own, and we have made impression upon the minds of the national population in terms of the teaching that the mission, the Vidyalaya, gave, and also the success rate of the students in the CXA examination. And not only that, the success in their behavior as well, the way the children conduct themselves in the Chinmaya Vidyalaya. And this is what parents look forward for, and send your children here. We are very grateful to all you parents, all the students, present and past, who have passed through the mission. It's because of your generosity, your commitment, and your trust in the school, we are thus so far in the Vidyalaya. And I want to commend all of you who have supported the mission and look forward for your continued support. On behalf of the mission again, we want to say thank you so much, and we wish all the students who are writing exam in the near future success as well. Hari Om.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, President of Chinmaya Mission Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Bihariji. Right, Chinmaya Vidyalaya. At this institution, we would have complemented the secular curriculum with the sacred. This sacred aspect forms a significant part of the program that we offer here to our students. So our students learn Sanskrit, they learn to chant various stotrams, they learn to chant several chapters of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, they learn Vedanta. There is also a CVP program, Value Education Program, envisioned by our beloved Gurudev. There's HRC, Hindu Religion and Culture. All of them, they participate in all of these programs. In addition, only this year, we would have introduced an intensive Hindi program with the emphasis on oral Hindi. We have introduced this program at the primary school level. It has been going really wonderfully well thus far. We'll intensify the program. In fact, only yesterday, Swamiji had a meeting with members of the Indian High Commission, and they have volunteered to assist in some of these programs. Very soon, we'll be introducing a Hatha Yoga program right here under the auspices and with help from the Indian High Commission. So all of that is happening here. At this time, our students, high schoolers are here. They are going to join in chanting firstly Gita Dhyanam, and this will be followed by the first 15 verses of the 10th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I now invite them to chant.
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतं प्रकाशनीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ददामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोण तथा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोतीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरनलिनी कैवर्तककेशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाज्ञानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्परैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपरक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः हरि ओम्। अथ दशमोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच भूय एव महाबाहो शृणु मे परमं वचः यतेऽहं प्रीयमाणाय वक्ष्यामि हितकामय न मे विदुःसुरगणाः प्रभवं न महर्षयः अहम् आदिर्हि देवानां महर्षीणां च सर्वशः यो मामजन्मनादिं च वेदि लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढसमर्थेषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानं यशो यशः भवन्ति भावभूतानां मत एव पृथग्विदाः महर्षयः सप्त पूर्वे चत्वारो मनवस्तथा मद्भावा मानसा जाता येषां लोक इमा प्रजाः एतां विभूतिं योगं च मम यो वेति तद्वतः सोऽविकम्पेन योगेन युज्यते नात्र संशयः अहं सर्वस्य प्रभवः मत्तः सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते मां बुधभावसमन्विताः मज्जिता मद्गता प्राणा भूरयन्तः परस्परं कथयन्तश्च मां नित्यं तुष्यन्ति च रमन्ति च तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मामुपयन्ति ते तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहम् अज्ञानजं तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता। अर्जुन उवाच परं ब्रह्म परं धाम पवित्रं परमं भवान् पुरुषं शाश्वतं दिव्यम् आदिदेवमजं विभुम् आहुस्वां ऋषयः सर्वे देवर्षि नारदस्तथा असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे सर्वमेतत्कृतं मन्ये यन्मां वरसि केशव न हि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिं विदुर्देवानदानवा स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेद त्वं पुरुषोत्तम भूतभावनभूतेश देवदेव जगत्पते हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम।
The year 1997 is significant for Chinmaya Mission Trinidad and Tobago. It is at this juncture in our nation's history, under the astute leadership of Puja Swami Prakashananda ji, that Chinmaya Mission Trinidad and Tobago was established. Our work is love made visible. These were the words echoed by our beloved Gurudev. Chinmaya Mission Trinidad and Tobago epitomizes this profound statement by Puja Gurudev. The mission has expanded its horizons significantly due to our Swamiji's unwavering devotion, his tireless dynamism, his humility, his selfless disposition, his charisma, and his enthusiasm to make a difference and contribute to nation building here in Trinidad and Tobago. Over the years, thousands of lives have been transformed as a result of the guidance provided by Puja Swamiji. It is with a heart full of endless love that I introduce Puja Swami Prakashananda, who will deliver tonight's message. Swamiji.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama
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 Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama
Shri Krishna Sharanam
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल
Lal ki jai.
Let me say a special welcome to all of you, all the parents and the students who are here, and all of those who have been over the years working so tirelessly to support, propagate, and to make this school grow. I see, when I look back over there, I see Miss Kumari Maharaj, who joined us on the first day. Miss Maharaj is still over there. So the three people who were there from day one, Mr. and Mrs. Ramkilawan, who are sitting here, and Miss Kumari Maharaj, she has made an indelible mark and unmatched contribution to this school. She is indeed a very dedicated human being and teacher. And I think her prarabdha and Mr. and Mrs. Ramkilawan prarabdha karma, they match. Prarabdha karma is karma we go through in this lifetime. Okay, so like that, we have had people who have been working over the years to make this school grow. We should not forget all the people who donated lands in the different places for schools. Let me call some of those names. In Debe, Mr. Ramdev, Mr. and Mrs. Ramdev. Again in Debe, Mrs. Bhanu Dwarka. In Esmeralda Road, Mr. Suknanan, Sankar Suknanan. And with the help of Mr. Baboy Kangal and his family in Monroe Road. It's a great contribution by Dr. Surendra Surajdev Maharaj in Felicity. And in these locations, in Barakpur, with the help of the Bluebird Sports and Cultural Organization. And in Gasparillo, with the help of Nick Haripasad and his family. How many places, and still there are others who have donated lands in other places for us to start schools. We can't start fast enough. There are parents who have developed a great faith in the school, and that is for a number of reasons. One is the most wonderful academic program that was evolved by Mr. Ramkilawan over 40 years, and which has reached its pinnacle in this school because this school got the best of his 40 years of teaching. Then, at the same time, how the mission, through its CVP and Mr. Ramkilawan's most innovative and wonderful ideas of Hindu religion and culture, and the inclusion of Sanskrit into the curriculum and lately Hindi, and all of these on the spiritual side, wedded with the secular program which we have here, has made our program the best program you'll find in the Western Hemisphere in terms of education. Then, the discipline and no-nonsense attitude which he instilled in the school, which makes a very safe and conducive environment for learning. And that type of environment you will not find in other schools because of the different types of rules which govern those other schools. But the rules that govern this school, laid down by Mr. Ramkilawan, those rules ensure a very safe, peaceful, conducive environment for learning. And those rules, we don't at all at any time apologize for those rules. Those are the rules, the students who come here. It's a very simple thing. People don't know how to do simple, straightforward thinking. Simple, straightforward thinking. Look, if I have 20 students in a class, right? 20 parents paying for their students to be in that class. Those students and the parents are not only paying for an education for their child, they are paying for a safe environment for their child. They're paying for an environment where their child's mind will not be corrupted. They're paying for an environment where there will be no bullying. They're paying for an environment, a school system where the entire syllabus will be delivered without question. They're paying for a school system where there will be no teacher absenteeism in the class. They're paying for a school system where the child will be made to learn whatever he's supposed to learn. They're paying for all of these things, right? For discipline. Now, if your child is one of those 20 children in my class, and your child is disrupting the whole system, and you paying just like the other 20, so what? You paying to disrupt the whole system? The other 19 paying, and you paying also. The other 19 paying for a good environment and for education for their children. You cannot be claiming to pay for an opportunity to destroy the whole system, isn't it? So what do? We put you out. You shape up or ship out. Because the parents are also paying for that environment. We cannot allow extraneous characters to come in there and destroy the environment and the system. So you shape up or can you imagine in a public school where a child is on drugs and he's pushing drugs and all that kind of thing, and you don't have any system to remove that child from corrupting a whole system, a whole environment? Something wrong. So when we reflected on all of these things, we put strict rules into place, and let me tell you, it is, in my mind, a very simple rule also with regard to the upholding of all of these rules. We will hold fast to the rule or we'll close down the school. There is no middle path. The rules will be protected or we will close down the school, because we don't want to run a school like the other. If we compromise the rules, then we get like the other school. Why have this school? They have enough of that already. Isn't it? So it's a very strict school, and when children come into the environment, we demand that whatever is laid down here, they follow. And please send this message out also. If you're going to come in any way to change this environment and corrupt the environment and debase the environment, any such thing, we will not have it. We'll keep the environment in that way. And so therefore it is attractive. For all the way Roshad Road in Pinal on morning, Gautam Maharaj brings his children, and he brings other people's children also. From Marcus St. Joseph, all the way Piako, all about. Barakpur, Sunil is here. All the parents bring from all over because they want this type of environment for their children. So very, very strong rules which we will uphold. Now, in this regard, there are so many wonderful parents, so many visionary parents who assist in this great effort. Of course, in every batch you will have one or two Shur Panakha. Ramayana always has in Ram Leela, when you go there, Shur Panakha, they are not. See, Sunil knows. There'll always be a Shur Panakha. Everywhere you will find, every batch of Mr. Ram Kilaman, poor fellow, he used to get tormented in the office there, I remember. But you will always have Putna, Shurpanakha. What to do? That's part of the whole landscape. Okay, so about the school, there are such dedicated people who, in spite of all of these things, they keep on working relentlessly. And so the school has come where it is. Right now, there are very dedicated teachers and administrators, and I want to also tell you about and the kind of things that they go through. When you're at home, you don't know. But in our office, we have there Ms. Basdev, Trisha, Jagannath, Mr. Jaikant Kenan, and Ms. Ramsewak. These people are there very strongly holding on the fort, and they have to take a lot of terrible things from all the different Ravanas and Shurpanakas from outside. It is true. See, look here. Ramayana only need one Ravana to make a whole big. Only one, Whole big trouble. So these people deserve a round of applause, those who are holding the fort there in that office. All right. And what to say? If the food doesn't have a little bit of pepper, it also don't taste. It don't taste good, isn't it? Little pepper, little masala. So Bhagavan has made the world in such a way that it is the same negative things that make everything turn. So we have to deal with it. All right. Now in these 3 days, we are going to be seeing chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita. It's a very strong spiritual element of the Gita. Bhagavan speaks about his vibhuti. Vibhuti means his glories. Now, the Lord himself, see, throughout the Shastras, devotees glorify Bhagavan. Like the whole Bhagavad Puran is a glorification of Bhagavan by the devotees. But it is a rare thing where the Lord himself speaks about his own vibhutis, his own glories. And this is going to happen in the 10th chapter. But before that happens, there is a great big prelude to the Lord expounding his own glories. Now this prelude we'll see today. In the 10th chapter, Arjuna doesn't ask any question in the beginning. The Lord himself, out of his own compassion, speaks to Arjuna and starts relating about his greatness. Now we'll see that thing. Chapter 10, Bhagavad Gita, for those of you who are listening, please see if you can pull out your Bhagavad Gita from the shelf somewhere. Yeah, the one with all the dust on it. That will be the Bhagavad Gita. Now see. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. I will chant here and you all can repeat those lines also. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
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 Bhuya eva mahabaho, Shrinu me paramam vachaha.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Yatteham priyamanaya vakshyami hitakamyaya.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Bhagavan tells Arjuna, Bhuya Eva, it is called Punarukti in Sanskrit. Again I tell. Bhuya Eva means again I tell. That's what parents do to children all the time now. So all of us are Bhagavan's children, and Bhagavan is the father of the universe. Pita Aham, he says in 9th chapter. In the previous chapter, I am the father. So the father goes on speaking. Because why? The children are hardened. So the father has to tell the same thing over and over. He says, Mata Data Pitamaha. I am also Mata, mother. I am mother and father, everything. So he repeats, for all our benefit. That is the compassion of the Lord. All of us actually are his offsprings only. And so he repeats, Bhuya Eva, O Mahabaho, O Arjuna. Again listen, Bhuya. Second time, third time, fourth time, same thing he's telling over and over. Because a human being is hard of hearing. The only thing he does hear good is when he says it has something to eat. When anything to eat, nice food, he hears that's real good. Or money. But anything about spirituality that goes through one ear and comes out. So the Lord also knows our nature. So then he tells, listen one more time. Shrunu me paramam vachaha. Listen to my supreme words. Again, once more, Arjuna. Yatteham priyamanaya. Yat te aham vakshyami. Which I am going to tell you. Why I am telling you? Because you priyamanaya, because you like this type of, you like to hear spiritual things. Because you are fond of hearing spiritual things. When a person becomes fond of hearing spiritual things, his life takes a whole new course from that day. A whole new course when a person becomes fond of hearing spiritual things. Otherwise, people only like to hear all. See, if you put on the Gopala Krishna on the TV, nobody will look, but if you put on the soaps, everybody will come there too. Because people like to hear all this, in Trinidad language, they say all like bacchanal thing. Instead of hearing any spiritual thing, they like to hear all this other thing. But if Bhagavan tells Arjuna, it's priyamanaya, because he considers this spiritual thing as very nice. He likes it. Priya means he likes. So vakshyami hitakami, I am going to tell for your own benefit. He tells Arjuna. Now what he starts to tell? He starts to tell that his glory, the glory of Bhagavan, is really incomprehensible. It means it is too much. The human mind cannot really understand. Because the human mind is finite and Bhagavan's glory is infinite. How a finite mind will understand the infinite? But that doesn't mean to say that we should not put the mind in that direction. You know, it's like this, I'll tell you. In cold countries, you know, they have fires in their fireplace in their house, and so they burn some firewood and all there, right? Now, the human skin can't really touch that burning fire. But if you stay a little distance, you'll get some warmth now. From some distance, you'll get the warmth. We are not capable of touching the fire. The mind not capable of understanding Bhagavan's infinite glories. But when we point our mind in that direction, some bit of Bhagavan's glory will catch. And that will be enough. You see, staying a little distant from the fire is enough to keep me warm. Otherwise I die in winter. So I want some of that. That is enough to keep me on the spiritual path towards God realization. That is the idea. So Bhagavan now talks about his glory. And he says it is not known. See. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam
सम्मूढ समर्त्येषु सर्वपापै प्रमुच्यते
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं चाभयमेव च
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानं यशो यशः
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विधा
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
Suraganaha namevituhu. The gods also. The gods in the heavenly regions, they also don't know me. Namevituhu. People ask also a question, the gods living in other places? Yes. Why do you think you are the only people living in the world? That is the height of conceit to think that. Or ignorance. Huh? There are so many countless planets, galaxies and Milky Ways and all, and there will not be anybody else living. But you have to be joking. This scripture for countless years I've been telling you, so many countless Brahmandas of different lokas and beings and all. And now, what happened for so many years, the Western world and science was, well, not science so much, the Western world, the Western psyche was restricted to Western religions, which said that there's only this world. And people, they are scared to think outside the box. So now science itself, every day they're discovering Earth-like planets, more and more, every day. And pretty soon, you will meet E.T. Shh. Some people know what that is. Okay, so he says even the gods, means those celestial beings, they also don't know me. Na me viduhu prabhavam na maharshayaha. My is how I come forth in this, how I manifest in this world. In the Maharshaya, the great Maharshis, they also don't know. Maharshaya is in plural and Suranam is in plural. So Suragana na viduhu, they don't know me. Aham adirhi devana maharshinam cha sarvashaha. Aham adihi, I am in fact their origin. This is a philosophical principle. This is a philosophical principle which the Lord is utilizing just to tell a simple point. The philosophical principle is this: the effect really cannot grasp the cause. What is it? Let me just give you the example. I'll tell you a story so then the example will. One fella telling, in Trinidad language now we're talking, One fella telling his father and mother, both of them. He said, when I getting married, I'm not inviting both of you. When I'm getting married, I'm not going to invite both of you. So the parents were, but why? What is this? He said, because when two only get married, only didn't invite me. Now see this thing. This fellow is a product of that marriage. That is the cause. He is the effect. Right? The effect is posterior to the cause. So he can never know what that marriage was. Nowadays you could see it on video and all. But in reality, he could never know what that marriage was like. So Bhagavan is utilizing that philosophical principle that has a whole discourse by itself. But he is utilizing that thing to tell, I am the cause for all the great rishis and all the gods. How they'll know me? They can't know me. I am their origin. So, the Lord remains unknowable to the finite. What he means to say by this line, if the gods and the great rishis, if they can't know, then what you leave for mortal? Man? Ordinary people? That is the idea. Amadiri devana marshinam cha sarvashaha. I am the beginning also. I am the originator of all of them. Yo mam ajamanadim cha veti lokamaheshwaram asammudha samatyeshu sarva papai pramuchyate. Who will become free from all the papas of this world and all the limitations of this world and all the sorrows of this world? Sarva papaihi pramuchyate. That person who knows me, the Lord, to be unborn, ajam. Mam ajam, anadim, beginningless. Lokamaheshwaram, who knows me to be the Lord of the whole universe, who understands God like that. Asammudha, that person becoming free from any delusion, such a person, samartya, among men martyeshu, sarva papai pramuchyate. He'll become free from all papas. Papas mean bondage, papas mean sorrow, papas mean all sin, all papas have big meaning. All of us are in that state of bondage. State of bondage means what? Because in previous lifetimes we did not realize God, therefore we're here. Why we didn't realize God in previous lifetime? Because we were too busy eating ice cream and pizza and all nice things. So just like in this lifetime also, people don't pay attention to God, they pay attention to all the other things. I didn't attend satsang and I didn't go and study Bhagavad Gita and Vedanta and this and that in last life. And this life too. So he says, Punarapi jananam, Punarapi maranam. Again and again birth, again and again death. Life comes and life goes. You see? So, all the things which we did in the past lives, which prevented us from realizing God, that I call it papa. And now we are doing the same thing again. But who will become free from all of these papas? Yo mam ajamana, who understands the Lord to be unborn, anadi, and who understands him to be the Lord of the universe, means pervading all things, who is inherent in all things in the universe, who understands like that. The ruler, the master, the upholder, the adhisthana, the support, the substratum of the universe. Loka Maheshwaram. Loka Maha-Ishwaram, the great Ishwara and controller of this universe. Who understand that Lord, he becomes free from all his papas. This is what is being told. Buddhir jnanamasammohaha. Kshama dat satyam dama. Shamaha. Now all of these qualities, he says, that ends the two verses together. He says, Matta eva prithak vidhaha bhavanti bhava. All of these different inclinations of men, and all of these things which you encounter in your life, is all of it springs from him only. So now we'll see from number 4 in the beginning there. What all things spring from the Lord? See, matta eva bhavanti sarva bhavaha. Sarvaha bhava. No. Buddhihi. Buddhi means intelligence, intellect. All intelligence which we have, some people, they feel they're too smart. Have you seen? We should always be humble and remember our intelligence only sprung from Bhagwan. Any intelligence that I have, it came from Bhagwan. Buddhi, jnanam. Jnana means knowledge. All knowledge belongs to Bhagwan. He said, matta eva evaiti. Bhavanti bhava sarvabhuta matta eva pratakvidaha. From me only all of it has come. We should not have the feeling that I am the one. You see, people have now, they say, I invented this, I developed that, I discovered that, I did that, I made that. I all the time, isn't it? Bhagavan says, all of it comes from me. All knowledge. Every knowledge is inherent in God already. We cannot invent any knowledge. We can catch it, but it's already there. Jnanam asammohaha. Asammoha means non-delusion. Non-delusion means enlightenment. And enlightenment also is only part and parcel of Bhagavan only. Asammohaha. Kshama, forgiveness. Forgiveness is a quality which sprung from the Lord. And one more thing I must warn you now. Bhagavan is going to list qualities, all things, right? But remember, there is nothing in this universe which has not sprung from Bhagavan. Because what has not sprung from him? Everything has sprung from the Lord, whether positive or negative. And the negative is required also. Please remember that. I'll show you just now. So, kshama, forgiveness from the Lord only. Satyam, truth. Dhamma. Dhamma means control of all our senses. Eyes and hands and all the sense organs. Karma indriyas or jnana indriyas. Jnana indriyas means all the organs of perception. Karma indriyas means all the organs of action. So control of all of them, that is called as Dhamma. And Shama, control of mind, mastery of the mind, quietude of mind. Remain quiet, balanced, calm, cool and collected. Shama. Don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. Just remain calm. We call it Shama. Keep calm. You know, when you enter any elevator or some place like that, there's always a sign there. In case of emergency, remain calm. Because when you start jumping around, when you lose your calmness, one simple thing can become a big. I'll give you a simple example. So at one time there was somebody staying in the hostel there, right? She came out from the bathroom and saw a little something lighting this big on the bed. All she had to do is take 1 cup of water and throw it on that. 1 cup. She started to bawl, and she ran out from and the whole hostel catch up. People lose their calm and they get, in Trinidad we say they get stupid. In Trinidad language, they get? This Shama means you keep calm first. Mastery of the mind. Keep calm. Let us, then we'll see. She started a ball. Everybody started a ball now. And all of them running. All about like they're mad now. The madness spread like wildfire. And right in front of the hostel, there's a tap and there's a hose. And all of them running around the hose and the tap. like mad people. That's when a person who doesn't learn how to keep calm. That thing could have been averted with one glass of water. So keep calm. Shama, you have to keeping calm. Sukham, dukkham, joy and sorrow, all have emanated from Bhagavan. Bhavaha, abhavaha. Birth and death. Being and coming into being and going out of being. Bhava, abhava, like that. Bhayam cha, bhayameva cha. Fear and fearlessness. All of it. Ahimsa. Ahimsa means non-injury, non-killing. All of these great qualities. Samatha. What nice quality. Samatha means balance, equilibrium, equipoise. And this happened, theek hai. This happened, theek hai. I am balanced. Because what you'll do? People don't have their balance. They become imbalanced. And they get misbalanced. And old accountants, they never die, they just lose their balance. So, keeping samatha means keeping balance, equilibrium, equipoise under all circumstances and situations. It is samatha emanated also from Bhagavan. Tushti means contentment. Tapo, austerities, tapaha. Dhanam, charity. What all great qualities? All these qualities emanated from Bhagavan. Dhanam, yashaha. Yasha means fame and glory, name. And ayasha means infamy also. Ayasha, the opposite. Bhavanti bhavas, bhutanam, matta eva prarakidaha. All these various dispositions and qualities, they all emanated from me, the Lord said. Now, the summary of all of that is, all things in the universe have emanated from the Lord. That is the summary of all of that. Things did not just come into being all by themselves. That would have been a wonderful thing. You think the microphone came here by itself? This microphone usually is in the other class there. So it came here by itself. If it did, well, that would have been something. If now it says, I don't like this hall, I'll get up and go there. And it starts walking. Then all of you will start running. If this starts walking, everybody starts running, because you'll say it is spooked. It is spooked. Possessed. Something you will say, isn't it? So, nothing in this world happens all by itself. It cannot happen all by itself. Right? There's a general rule which we see. There'll be some prime mover. There has to be some prime mover. So now that prime mover is Bhagavan. Therefore he says all things have come from him. Now, he says all of these rishis, Marshaya Saptapurve, Chatvaro, Manavastatha, Madbhava Manasaha, Jataha, they all came from me also. All the great rishis and all the human beings also emanated from me. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Maharshaya Saptapurve Chatvaro Manavastatha.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Aham sarvasya prabhavah matta sarvam pravartate.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam
Again.
Mama.
Aham sarvasya prabhavah matta sarvam pravartate.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanditaha.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
He says, Marshi Saptapurve, Chatvaro Manavastatha, all the great rishis of yore, 7 especially. Sapta Rishi, they are very famous in Hindu Puranas. Sapta Rishi. I don't know if I remember their name now. We had seen there before. That Atri and Bharadwaj Muni is there. Atri Muni and Gautam Rishi is there. Jamadagni is there. Atri, Bharadwaj, Gautam, Jamadagni, Vasishta Muni, Vishwamitra, and Bhrigu Rishi. And different scriptures have different list. The list changes at different places. Because different kalpa they'll be different. So 7 rishis, those 7 rishis, all of them came from me only. Mahashaya Sapta Purve, Chatvaro Manavastata, all the Manus. Different Manu means all the great progenitors of the universe. All of them emanated from me. And then from them, people came. Other people came. Yesham Loka Imaha Prajaha, all the different human beings. So the idea is all human beings from me, they emanated. That this is not in the same way as you will find in the Western religions. Not like that by any means. Bhagavan manifested many people first, not just one. He himself is telling here, Saptapurve and Manu and all, like that, many, and then slowly manifested others. Like mind-born, Manasaputra, like that. Mind-born, from through his own mind. Then, Etam vibhutim yogam cha mama yo vetti tattvat. Who knows me to be, therefore, like this, in this way, the originator of all things in the universe, the one who knows me. So, avikampena yogena yujyate natra samshaya. That person certainly will come and merge with me. Will merge with me, certainly means, avikampena means without any swerving, without shaking. So, the person who understands me as the originator of all things. Now, this itself is a big area of study. Means to say, I have to study that for years. How the Lord is the originator of all things. It is like this. A simple example, which we use all the time, like the ocean. Right? In the ocean, how many waves come and go all day? Right? Now, before you were born, before I was born, before all things, this ocean was going like that all the time, right? Waves up and down, up and down. Oh, now if we count the amount of water in the ocean, has it become less or more? Or has the water of the ocean changed in any way? No. No matter how many waves that has been made over how many countless millions of years, all of it has just come and gone, and the ocean has still remained the same. So the ocean keeps manifesting waves, and the wave keeps dissolving, and the ocean manifests waves again, and the wave keeps dissolving, and then in the end, the sum total of all of this activity is equal to 0. Nothing happened. In the very same way, Bhagavan keeps manifesting all things in the planets and all different, even on one planet now, oceans and mountains and trees, and they don't last, a planet doesn't last long time. In infinite time, the planet's time is also like a, so now we are living in one of those planets. And if you, on that screen, if you were to just put our Milky Way alone, Earth will not fit here. Our Milky Way alone on that screen, you cannot see Earth. It is so insignificant, doesn't exist. And we think we are so great. Earth also doesn't exist. So, the Lord wants us to know that if it is from Him, all of these countless, Ananta Koti Brahmanda it's called, countless universes and all things and everything in those worlds also, they all emanated from Him. And all human beings and all things in the world emanated, whether it be subtle things like qualities, or whether it be gross things like human beings, body, mind and intellect and all. All of it emanated from Him only. He says, Nahite Bhagavan, where is it? Aham sarvasya prabhavaha matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam Buddha bhava samandita. Those who are filled with this great inspiration, bhava, filled with great love, and those wise ones, Buddha bhava samandita, really endowed with great inspiration and love for spirituality and God and all of that thing, those people, they come to understand this. Iti matva bhajan, and they worship Bhagwan. They worship the Lord. Understand what? Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate. That all things have come from me, and all things in this universe are working only by virtue of God. This line is enough actually. All things have spread. Matta sarvasya prabhavaha. From me, all things have come. This is the conclusion of those previous verses in one line. Matta sarvasya prabhavaha, matta aham sarvasya prabhavaha, matta sarvam pravartate. All things are proceeding, transpiring, happening in this universe, not by virtue of anybody here. And there are some people who feel that they are the prime movers in the world. That's a different matter. There are some people who feel that they are indispensable, and without me, everything will collapse. You better think second time, because Bhagavan says He is the one who is moving everything. Matta sarvam pravartate. Pravartate means it is going on. Everything is going on by Bhagavan's grace, not by our grace. And we should never develop any ego feeling. Without me, this will collapse, that will die, that will go, such thing will happen. Never feel any such thing. Without us, everything will go on. You ever see? Look here. In this world, I told, great people died and nothing stopped. Great people died and nothing stopped. So when you die, anything will stop? Or it might go on better. You should never think that you are indispensable in any way. Nobody in the world should feel that they are indispensable. Again and again, all the bhajans tell, all the scriptures tell, Bhagavan is the one who is moving this world. I mean, Tere jaise lakho aaye. You heard? What the line says? Tere jaise lakho aaye, lakho is maati ne khaye. Mati means the earth, the soil there, the earth. Tere jaise, like you, lakho aaye. Lakho means countless. It's plural. 1 lakh is 100,000. You put that in plural. लाखों इस माटी ने खाए, and the earth swallowed them up. Rahana nama nishan, not a sign, not a name. Look here. Before we came here, Caribs and Arawaks are living here, right? They own this land. You know any of them name? The Carib and Arawak, anybody know their name? Any of them who was living on this plot? Rahana Naam and Nishan. No name, no sign, no nothing. It gone like a dust, never existed. In the vast expanse of time. Why in this little time, when you have opportunity to realize God, so much of abhiman, so much of ego, so much of pride, this, that, I feel so great doing all sorts of things like this. Huh? Bhagavan, I am the mover of this universe. You don't take that thing on your head and develop such a big ego and all. Then, iti matva bhajante mam, Buddha bhava samanya. Like this, the wise ones, they with great devotion, they understand Bhagavan and they worship him, you see. And the rest go on weaving like the silkworm, weaving more and more threads of bondage around themselves. This is real spirituality which is given. Now, what are we supposed to be doing? Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Madchitta Madgata Pranaha Bodhayanta Parasparam.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Kathayanta Shamam Nityam Tushyanti Charamanti Cha.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena manupayanti te.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Teshamevanukam partham aham jnanajam.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri
madgata pranaha bodhayanta parasparam. This is a very famous verse. These few verses here are very well known and so often quoted. What a person should be doing all the time. Mat chitta madgata pranaha. We should keep our mind on Bhagavan all the time. Mat chitta means with his mind on me. Madgata pranaha, his whole life devoted to me. Bodhayanta parasparam, speaking about me with each other. When we speaking about Bhagavan. Bodhayanta parasparam, and enlightening each other about the Lord, about God, spirituality. Then, kathayantascha mam nityam. Going on constantly talking about the Lord. Kathayantascha mam. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. People become contented and they revel. Those great bhaktas who we just talked about previously, those wise ones, they go on talking about Bhagavan, keeping their mind on Bhagavan, enlightening each other about Bhagavan. Means when we meet some other person, we should talk about something spiritual rather than talk about something worldly. Even if I'm talking a worldly thing, it is possible to see the reality or the spirit, the nature of God behind all things. That is possible. So that we have to strive for. Even if I'm talking about, like I'm talking about this microphone, the microphone is made up of existence. So behind the microphone, I should be able to see the Sat, the existence that make up the microphone. You see? So, thinking about the Lord all the time, in and through all things. When you see a flower, a sunset, or the cloud, or the sky, anything, light, sun, moon, it should immediately take the mind to Bhagavan. By any which way, yena kira prakarena, let the mind be led to God. Matchitta, give the mind to the Lord. Madgata pranaha, our life should be dedicated to Bhagavan only. Pran, bodhayanta parasparam, enlightening each other about God. Kathayantascha mamnityam, talking about Him only, instead of talking other things. Tesham satata yuktana, such people, Bhagavan says, the one who does this. Satata yuktana means who's all the time, whose mind is absorbed in Bhagavan. Then, bhajatam priti purvakam, who worship the Lord with great love. He says what? Dadami buddhi yogam tam. I give them buddhi yoga. This buddhi yoga, I told you, these lines are famous, so people quote this all the time. Buddhi yoga means what? It means the special ability of the buddhi to see the unity underlying the universe. Because yoga means to unite. So buddhi yoga means the special ability of the intellect to see the unity of all things. Otherwise, how we live, well, those people are like that, and those people are like that, and we have different stereotypes about this group and that group and what they do and all that kind of thing, and so I'm not connected to them. And it gets so bad, so people wrongly feel, this is like people feel like this. The people in enterprise and the people in Laventil and all that kind of thing, man, let them do what they're doing and let them kill themselves. That has nothing to do with, people feel like that. That has nothing to do with us. But that is the furthest from the truth. There is an underlying unity of all things, and you may feel at this moment it has nothing to do with you. But sooner or later, the effects of something, let me tell you something. If your big toenail is growing into the flesh, if the big toenail is growing into the flesh, it starts off very simply and you don't know in the beginning. But after a few days, you will know. Because that is part of you. And it starts off very simply. In the beginning you don't know. But sooner or later you will know. And like that, if you say about anything in this world, it is not part of me, you better think again. Everything is part and parcel of that one reality of which I am also a part. And whatever is going on one side will certainly affect the rest. So everything in the world is part and parcel of me. And so that is why we have to dedicate our life to this world. Because I am part and parcel. Like every cell dedicates its life to this body. I have to dedicate my life to this world. That is the idea. And those Buddhaha means wise ones, they know that, and that is what they do. And therefore, anytime you see a person dedicating his life to humanity, you know inside that person there is wisdom. And the person who only lives selfishly for himself, there is a dearth, a paucity of that wisdom. He has not yet come to see himself as a cell in the living organism of society, and so he has to make a contribution to the survival of that entire society. It's a very, very important thing. So Bhagavan says, this vision which I am talking is called Buddhi Yoga. Bhagavan says, I give that Buddhi Yoga. Jatami Buddhi Yogam, so by which he sees the underlying unity in all things. Yena Mamupayanti, and by which he comes on to me. He reaches me. Because if he sees the underlying unity in all things in me, he's seeing Bhagavan. The underlying unity in all things is the Lord only. He will tell in 13th and then in 18th again. Avibhaktam vibhakteshu. He is that reality, the underlying reality, which is a unity, but which appears as a diversity. So this Buddhi Yoga is this understanding of the unity. And he says, by that understanding one comes on to me. Tesham eva anukampartham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayami atma bhavastha. For such people, he says, atma bhavastha, staying in their heart, atma bhavastha, staying in their heart. For what reason? Out of compassion, anukampartham, out of compassion, staying in their heart, ajnanajam tamaha nashayami. I destroy the ignorance of their heart. I destroy the ignorance of their heart. Bhagavan doesn't have to come there to. The idea is this. The wise ones realize the presence of God in their heart. And that realization of the presence of God in their heart destroys the ajnan jam tamaha. That thing sounds heavy. The darkness of ignorance that plagues their life. By the realization of that light of consciousness in their heart, it destroys the darkness of ignorance that is there. Jnana deepena bhasvata. With the light of knowledge, the shining light of knowledge. This means I have to make the effort to realize the presence of God in my own life. Then that. Now, people ask, what is the problem with this ignorance? Many people, and not only that, people say ignorance is bliss. What is the problem with this ignorance? Big question. Why are you Hindu people always going on talking about ignorance? In Diwali time you talk about ignorance, Ram Navami time you talk about ignorance. Every time you only one thing you have to talk about, or what? Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityor ma mritam gamaya. Lead me from untruth to truth. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. From darkness to, like when we chant, from darkness of ignorance to light of knowledge. And Diwali time, what? Diwali symbolizes the removal of the darkness by the light of knowledge. Again, darkness of ignorance. So you go on saying, really speaking, all our problems spring from ignorance. Any human problem that springs from ignorance is the root. You can trace every problem all the way back to ignorance. Anything, huh? If I hit my toe on a stump, and toe start bleeding. Ignorance. I was unaware. I did not know that there was a stump. When I say I did not know, that is ignorance. Any disease I have, any disease I have, back to ignorance again. The disease comes from food. The Ayurveda tells very clearly, disease comes from food. I did not know that sugar was not good for me. From small, I only eaten sugar cake. Drinking everything with sugar. Anything with because nobody told me sugar is not. Let me see all the people my age. Anybody at your age is to tell sugar is not good for you? No, in fact, when anybody have anything sugary, they call the little children, come. Khao isko. Isko khao. Eat this. Nobody told. Ignorance. I am ignorant of the fact what sugar does. I go on eating. And a myriad problems result from sugar. But ignorance. And like that, so many countless things we can go on listing. The root of every problem of a human being is ignorance. So Bhagavan says, for the wise one who really keeps me in his heart, I become the destroyer of that ignorance. Ajnanajam tamaha nashayami, he says, I destroy. Now Arjuna has a question. So Arjuna now asks Bhagavan something, and then Bhagavan will reply. But we'll have to see that tomorrow. Now let me tell you some announcements, and then we'll have Aarti. There are several announcements.